How did Napoleon Bonaparte get attacked by 3,000 rabbits? How did Alexander the Great get buried alive? And why did France give the Statue of Liberty to the U.S.? In this video, I'll be answering all of these questions. There will be 7 other weird and intriguing facts that you probably didn't know. Let's talk about ketchup. You might not believe it, but ketchup was used as medicine in the 1830s. Food experts believe it to have originated from China. It used to be named jaithka or ketchup, which is fish sauce. It was made with fish innards and soybean. It also had a pungent smell. The recipe of ketchup or jaithka changed as the years went by. But in the 1830s, it became a medicine. They claimed it cured diarrhea, indigestion, and jaundice. The man who made ketchup as a medicine was called Dr. John Cook Bennett. He later sold the recipe in the form of tomato pills. Who could have known that the ketchup we use on burgers and hot dogs were once used as medicine? Now, let's talk about a Viking who discovered North America half a millennium before Christopher Columbus. The Viking we are talking about is from the Icelandic Commonwealth. So, let's say he's from Iceland. His father, Eric the Red, founded the first Norse settlement in Greenland. Let's bring up how he discovered North America. According to a saga of the incident, he got blown off his course from Norway to Greenland. He ended up on Vinland, which many historians believe is the coast of North America. After ending up on the North America, he and his crew explored the place and collected some goods to take back to Greenland. He fortunately came back to Greenland and they gave him the nickname Leif the Lucky. This is the most bizarre one in this video. This historical fact is about a pig getting executed in France. Yes, a pig getting executed. This happened way back in 1386, and the story is a bit comical. So basically in Falaise, Normandy, a pig was found guilty of murder for mauling a child to death. For its trial, it was dressed in human clothes and treated like a human. It was executed by hanging in public. But the thing is, this isn't the first documented case of animal execution. The first documented case happened in Fontenay-aux-Roses, France, in 1266. It involved another pig that ate a child and was executed by burning. Medieval times were a different world. You perhaps might not know this, but the shortest war lasted 38 minutes. The war is known as the Anglo-Zanzibar War, and it was between Britain and Zanzibar. The war occurred on the 27th of August, 1896. 500 of the Zanzibari people either died or were wounded. Only one British man was wounded. An ultimatum sent by the British expired at exactly 9 a.m. that day, and they attacked at that time. The war was over in just 38 minutes. For this moment, let's go to England, specifically Oxford. The University of Oxford is actually older than the Aztec Empire. The Aztec civilization is younger than the University of Oxford. Although there is no exact date for the founding of Oxford University, the earliest traces of teaching date back to 1096, making it roughly 250 years older than the Aztec Empire. Let's stay in Europe and visit Iceland, home to the world's oldest parliament, the Althing, which was established in 930 AD. and has remarkably endured since then. It is located in Thingvellir. Before I start discussing the first three I mentioned in the video, did you know that the 16th President of the United States was once a bartender? If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Abraham Lincoln. Before he became president, Lincoln was a bartender in Illinois, making him the only American president with a bartender's license. Many of us are familiar with the Statue of Liberty in New York, but did you know it was actually a gift from France? Designed and built by the French, the Statue of Liberty was presented to the United States to symbolize the alliance between the two nations. Alexander the Great is arguably one of the greatest rulers of the ancient Greek kingdom. He conquered many lands and was considered undefeatable. When he died in June 323 BC, it seemed like a normal death, but scientists are now suggesting that he might not have been dead. After all, he could have been buried alive. They propose that he might have had a rare disease called Guillain-Barré syndrome, an acute autoimmune condition that results in muscle paralysis. Imagine being Alexander the Great. You have one of the largest kingdoms in the world, but one day you find yourself unable to move your muscles. Those around you declare you dead, and you feel as though you're being buried alive. How would you feel? Last but not least, a fascinating fact is about how Napoleon Bonaparte was attacked by 3,000 rabbits. The former French emperor was indeed attacked by rabbits. This incident occurred in 1807. When Napoleon wanted to hunt rabbits, he ordered his chief of staff to collect them, but they accidentally gathered domesticated rabbits instead of wild ones. When the rabbits were released for the hunt, they didn't flee. Instead, they charged at Napoleon and his hunting party.